trying to wait for others to join, we would like to proceed to the agenda of the day. First and foremost, I would like to appreciate each and every one of you for joining. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
We can hear you, please. We can hear you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, then, without wasting much of our time, we'll just go straight to the agenda of the day. For opening prayer, we have the Financial Secretary, who's going to lead us in opening prayer, in person of Mr. Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, please, you can proceed. Mr. Jefferson, if you can hear me, kindly proceed. I don't think I see him. All right, so I don't think he's in the meeting yet. I saw him earlier, but I don't think he's there. He's left. So I'm going to call on a different person to lead us in prayer. So I'll call on the General Secretary, Mr. Saberdo.
In Jesus' name. Father, we thank you for another opportunity you've given us to gather as alumni to deliberate on the progress and achievements of the organization. We worship your name, be that exalted in Jesus' name. We commit this Congress to your hands. We pray that you pilot their affairs in the name of Jesus. We pray, O Lord, that you direct and guide us through in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Saberdo. All right, so first and foremost, we want to appreciate each and every one of you for your commitments, for your dedication to the Alumni Association at large. All your contributions, all your dedications will never go unnoticed. We sincerely appreciate you guys. And one thing for sure is that, yes, we are stuck with the Alumni Association, irrespective of wherever we are in the world. We cannot actually take it away from our career path. And I also like to encourage us that, yes, we should keep doing what we're doing. We should keep the dedication high. We should keep the momentum high. And we should keep supporting the Alumni Association. And it's our prayer that, yes, we're all going to do well in our respective careers. All right, I'm just going to introduce those we have in our midst this morning, this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. First and foremost, I'm going to introduce the executives. We have, I'm going to start with the legal officer in person of Glory Ayowale. You can just submit and say good morning. You can just submit and greet.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Alumni Congress.
Thank you so much. Going further, I'm going to also introduce the treasurer, person of Oyebu Damilala.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining this second Congress. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm also going to go ahead by introducing the General Secretary, the person of Mr. Saberedo. Please unmute and say good morning.
Good day, everyone. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you so much. I am Oluwaseun Adenuga, the Alumni PRO. You're welcome. We appreciate you for coming, and we know it's going to be an enlightened gathering for each and every one of us. Also, the Vice President is actually not here at the moment. She's stuck in traffic. She was in JABU for the convocation. but definitely she's going to join us as soon as she can. I would also like to introduce the Financial Secretary in person of Mr. Jefferson Mafala. Kindly unmute and welcome everyone. Mr. Jefferson, if you can hear me, kindly unmute and welcome everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Let's say a word of prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for this convergence.
Mr.
Thank you
Jefferson,
for this conference. Thank you.
we
We
already
ask that.
Can you hear me? We already had the word of prayer. You were off the meeting at that point. This is the introduction period where we are introducing the executives. So you're just to welcome everyone. And yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, all right. Today's conference, we ask that we hope that everything will go and then we'll have a very good.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jefferson. All right, so the auditor is unavoidably absent this evening because he has other engagements here, but he will join us as soon as he can as well. Also, we have the welfare director, person of Mrs. Tosin. She will also join us as soon as she can. Then, without wasting our time, I also like to call on the president, Mr. Akikunmi Akintayo, to also welcome us.
Good evening, everyone. Good day, everyone. Welcome to this Congress, the second edition of it in the history of our association. We hope this meeting will help us shed light to any questions, queries you all have, and be able to progress as an association. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I skipped the assistant PRO. I just saw it in the contact now. So I'm also going to call on Mr. David Babalala to say welcome to every one of us. And after that, we move to the next agenda. Mr. David, you have the floor. Mr. David, all right. Okay, then, so we move straight to the next agenda in terms of the welcome speech by the president. The welcome address. The president, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Piero. First and foremost, I want to apologize to the whole house. We had a really long week at JABU. We've been in JABU since Saturday and just left this morning. We left as early as possible, but we are all stuck somewhere in the traffic. We sincerely apologize if there are any form of glitch anytime we on this we have call. All right, I want to officially welcome us once again to this meeting. This meeting within the 6th day of December 2025. The second Congress we'll be having. Last one we had was in April 2024. The Congress is supposed to just address the House, tell them what we've done the last 2 years, what is in the pipeline, and our expectation for the nearest future. We also want to use this avenue to encourage each and every member of the association to do well to also contribute and never relent in their contribution towards the growth and success of this noble association. So welcome everyone once again to this Congress. We look forward to a wonderful, progressive, and constructive deliberation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much for the welcome speech. Also, the agenda has been posted on the chat group. You can actually look at the chat and see how we are structured for this meeting, and we don't plan to actually waste any of our time. We know how important our time is. And so that being said, we're just going to go straight to the next agenda, which is going to be the feedback session from First Congress, and this will be handled by the General Secretary in person of Mr. Sabaredo. Please unmute and have the floor.
Good afternoon. Send a link out for people to send in their comments or like a survey of the first Congress. As at now, there's no entry yet. So this is what we're going to do. The link will still be open, and I'll encourage us to just supply feedback on the Congress. So the link now will be valid for, let's just send it as a feedback for this call for this Congress, so that it will help us to plan for future for the next one. So as it stands now, we don't have any feedback yet. There's no entry. But what to add in mind was to gather our thoughts, reaction on the previous Congress, and then see how we can improve on that for the engagement today. So because of our time, let's just proceed. The updates on activities that occur in the Congress is already on the General Secretary speech.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. General Secretary. And we hope that we will get some feedback regarding the survey link that was sent out. Thank you so much. We appreciate that as well. I also want to encourage us to use the link, and we need your feedback. It's going to be of help to each and every one of us. Just kindly do well to fill the survey. Thank you. All right, so going to the next agenda, we have the Congress speech, which is going to be anchored by the President in person of Mr. Akinkumi Akintayo. Please, you have the floor.
All right. Good evening once again. Dear noble members of Joseph Ayala University Alumni Association. I'll be very brief with my speech because I'm on the highway driving to Lagos. I want to first appreciate every one of us for joining. I know the turnout is not as we've expected, but we still want to appreciate those that have taken our time to join us. I want to give glory to God Almighty, who has been wonderful, who have been gracious, have kept us so far over the years, and has helped us to steady the affairs of the organization to date. I also want to appreciate some notable alumni members who have always been reaching out, supporting us through the process. When they notice things are going wrong, they reach out, encourage us. Permit me to celebrate and identify Mr. Timothy Ramala for always coming through, supporting this organization. So want to appreciate Mr. Adewale Akiyemi, the Lagos State chapter of JABU Alumni Association. Thank you so much. I also want to appreciate Mr. Aromish Revelation. He has been a wonderful part of this association. I celebrate you. And I want to especially celebrate the all executive for all they've been doing the last 2 years. You've all been wonderful, you've been great, and I can't but wish to have you again in my team in future and give us if God permits. The association in the last 2 years have been very productive and progressive. I can remember in the first 2 weeks of our training, we came up with concept of designing our own association website. And at that time, we set up a committee to look into all the modalities and what all we can do to achieve that. And we thank God to the glory of God Almighty, the committee, which also Mr. Ntobe Ramala was strongly part of, was able to screen a couple of proposals, and we got the website running within 3 months, 3 to 4 months of assumption of office. Afterwards, within 1 month of assuming office, we try reaching out to over 100 members of the Alumni Association, and to God's glory, about I'm right, about 88 acknowledge our call to serve in various capacities in the association. We have about 7 committees and an advisory council, which we have representative of all sets. Yes, representative of all sets from 2010 to 2024. Going further, beyond that, we thought about empowering ourselves in X-wise and in our career advancement. Through the career committee, also 3 months into office, we launched a career and health seminar, which was done for 3 to 4 months collectively to support and encourage our members. Our welfare committee or team also have in the last 2 years done well to identify some of our members have had challenges at their job, health-wise, and with their careers. We've been able to support over 15 alumni members financially, and we have also been able to support one of us, though deceased now, in health-wise. Also, using the welfare platform, we started the Alumni Week. We had 2 editions of Alumni Week. One is what we try to conclude with this Congress this year. During that week, we identify notable alumni members, present awards to them, and celebrate what they've done over the years for the association. Beyond that, also, the last Alumni Week, which is last December, we were able to put up a physical structure, which is a bus stop for JABU. This was spawned by the incidents of accidents, incessant accident that happens at the school gates, whereas most students tend to stand by the highway when they are looking for a bus, trying to get back home or trying to pick up something at the express, both students and staffs. So we then initiate with an incident happened with a financial student coming for a clearance. The executive, through the project committee, through the executive, decided to put up a bus stop, which was commissioned by the Board of Trustees and University Governing Council last year, December. And since then, it has been of great impact. I can remember earlier this morning, before to some of us that drove down, that moved, those that were trying to get through public transport, we all hide under the pavilion till we all go bus to everyone go bus to move them to their various destinations. Finally, to just call the speech brief, we also try to get a deal closed, an agreement, MOU signed with Osun State Ministry of Hospitality Management Board to assign slots to our nursing students for internship. Yes, this is about 80% completed. We've already done with most of the modalities, but we are to present some documents which management are yet to release so that it can take effect. The next batch of internship or recruitment is in February, and we are hoping by that time the 10 slots which we have signed will be approved. Before I wrap up again, we also signed a contract with a company, Compass AI, which when we get to that part, the legal advisor, a team of maybe one member of that team, a legal advisor will elaborate more on. We are trying to empower alumni members through intellectual development, career development. The flag off is supposed to have 10 members of the association test running it for 2 months, which a couple of us here, I think, are part of. We cannot pick everyone, it's just 10 slots. We are restricted to pick 3 executive and 7 members of the association. And also, we've also tried to support businesses of alumni members in terms of hospitality business, in the IT, and every other way we can. All alumni members have reached out to us for support of their business. We've done our best to support them. So at this point, I would like to to take a pause for now so we can proceed. And once again, I apologize. I'm taking this on the highway. It is due to Nigerian road and issues encountered on the road. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. We hope you get home safe. And thank you for the speech that you've actually given to us. And I believe there are going to be questions. So in the respect of those that will be asking questions, you can take a note and jot your questions. We have a session for that. So yeah, once we get to that part of the agenda, you will be called on for questions. Also, we'll be moving to the next agenda, which is going to be introduction of committee, and this will be taken by the General Secretary in person of Mr. Saberedo. Please unmute your mic and have the floor.
Good afternoon once again. The Executive Council, in a way to ensure that we reach out to all alumni members in different space, we set up a different committee. And these about 8 committees were created, and their mandates include projects, fundraising, welfare, publicity, career, sports, electoral, and constitutional review committees. So they have been given a mandate to ensure that they work within the frame of work provided for them. So in this committee, they have their chairman, they have the secretaries and their members. And the feedbacks have been sent to the Executive Council. If there's any area or aspect that we need our support, the executive support, we ensure that we provide to them in a timely manner. So most of the achievements of this administration is made possible by their timeless support and contribution. And also, we have chapters that have been created. We have the Lagos chapter. We have done so well. We did about 2 reunion this year. We have other chapters, both in locally and in the diaspora. And more details will be given about the activities in the course of the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Secretary. And we'll move to the next part, which is also going to be taken by you, the General Secretary's speech.
All right, thank you. Let me share my screen. Oh, apologies. Let me make it okay. I think it's visible enough now. So I'm going to divide my speech into different sessions. So the first session, introduction and administrative foundation. First of all, I appreciate the Executive Council members present, chapter leaders and fellow alumni. It is a profound honor to stand before you today, building on the foundation of our inaugural Congress. The focus of this administration has been on creating a robust and accountable structure. Our tenure, this administration has been in office for a year and 10 months. That's about 670 days. Throughout this tenure, we have prioritized administrative efficiency and governance to ensure our association's activities are impactful and sustainable. The second section is governance, welfare, and operational excellence. Under that, we have administrative and governance improvements. We have dramatically strengthened the operational efficiency of the Executive Council by ensuring proper documentation of all meetings, minutes, and resolutions, and strategic decisions. This enhanced internal governance structure operates through collaborative decision-making and accountability mechanism. Committee establishment. During the first few weeks of inauguration, we formalized our operation through strategic delegation. 8 committees were created, whose mandates include the project committee, fundraising, welfare, publicity, career, sports, electoral, and constitution review committees. Financial management and operational support. Through the Treasurer Office, we have maintained prudent financial management and implement improved financial tracking and reporting system. We have also encouraged active chapter level financial participation, enhancing our association's financial stability to support all major projects and administrative needs. The Financial Secretary will throw more light on that. One of the way we have improved our revenue generation is through our partnership with Cash on Rails, which has helped to streamline our financial operation. It will share more light on that. Welfare and support initiative. Through the unity of the alumni body, we coordinated a compassionate fundraising initiative for Mr. Michael Ajisafe, an alumnus that battling a kidney failure. We mobilized alumni and external supporters to contribute towards medical needs, which reinforced the association's commitment to welfare and community support. Unfortunately, he lost the battle to that illness. But of course, it's worth noting that this alumni body was able to rise to the occasion and support the cause of supporting the family with our widow's mite. So I want to appreciate everyone for that. Special projects and media engagement. This administrative structure has supported strategic institutional development. We successfully facilitated a newspaper and online publicity for the appointment of the University Pro-Chancellor as the new INEC chairman, which significantly enhanced the visibility of alumni investments within the university environment. The Pro-Chancellor sent his greetings and he appreciated the gesture. Now, the third section, which is infrastructure and community development. One of it is the bus stop project. We successfully executed and commissioned the bus stop project within the university community, providing a durable, structured, and accessible transport points for students and staff at the Dr. D.K. Olukoya Gate. The project impact. This project, commissioned on the 4th of December 2024 by the JABU Pro-Chancellor, Professor Joash Ojo Amopiton, improved campus infrastructure while clearly demonstrating the Alumni Association commitment to supporting student welfare and enhancing the visibility of the alumni investments. New infrastructure milestone. Looking ahead, I'm delighted to announce that during the 2025 Alumni Week, we carry out the foundation laying stone of the Social Center on Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025, marking the start of another significant project for the campus community. The fourth, strategic project review. digital and empowerment. The first part is digital advancements, which is the new alumni website. So one of our critical achievements is the unveiling of the updated website, www.jabualumni.com. For the first time, this functional website is a central hub for information, membership portion for dues, which features streamlined processing for transcripts, certificates, English proficiency letters, and recommendation letters. So if you go to the website, you'll see all of these sections there. So for anyone that wants to process their transcripts is made easy right from the website. You can make payment for that. So any service you require from us, either to process your certificate or transcript, that the case may be, you can do that from the website. Career Empowerment and Alumni Week. First of all, we hosted a professional development webinar for alumni, focusing on career advancement and industry insights and lifelong learning. This established the foundation for future and annual empowerment program aimed at bridging knowledge gaps. Another empowerment is the Think Entrepreneurship and Market Day. We drove the entrepreneurship initiative, which include designating 2 days each week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, for another entrepreneurs to showcase their businesses. We also partner with Tech Pression to host the Tech Breeze Campus Tour, which provides attendees with mentorship, networking, and industry insights. Alumni Week and Recognition. We successfully coordinated the annual 2024 Alumni Week, delivering a well-recognized program under the theme Legacy of Excellence, celebrating alumni excellence and career journeys. The event strengthened alumni recognition, motivation, and involvement through structured platform. And also, this week, we held the 2025 Alumni Week on Wednesday, 3rd December to 5th December, which upheld our standard for excellence under the theme Elevating Legacy, Empowering Tomorrow. 5, community expansion, chapters and reunion. To fill the large gap between alumni community, chapter leaders were selected and appointed to serve and to oversee their regions, carry out reunion activities, and assist members within smaller communities. I'm proud to confirm the constitution of the following 8 chapters, reflecting our true global reach. We have the Abuja chapter, Lagos chapter, Ibadan chapter, JABU residents, United Kingdom, Europe, Australia, and North America. Reunion success. This focus has paid dividends with the major success story being highly successful Lagos chapter reunion, held twice in this year. Looking ahead, we have achieved structural integrity, digital service delivery, community impact, and enhanced engagement. I thank the Executive Council and all alumni for their dedication. Let us continue to drive the JABU Alumni Association to new heights. Thank you. So these are some of the images of this is a screenshot of the last the inaugural Congress. This is the front page of the website. Let me zoom out a bit. This is the front page of the website, so you can check it out. And this is a screenshot of the bus stop project that was commissioned last year. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Secretary. Thank you for your speech. As you all know, he has highlighted a lot of achievements that have been done by the administration, and these were done with all your support, all your contributions, your dues. The played a vital role in all this that he has listed above. And that being said, we're going to move to the next agenda, which is payments of due. You know, without the deal, definitely all what he has listed there would not have been achievable. But we thank you for your support. We thank you for your contribution. And to take the payments of due session on the agenda, we have the treasurer, the person of Mr. Danilola. Please unmute your mic and have the floor.
Good evening, good day, everyone. Thank you once again for joining the JABU Alumni our second Congress as an association. The importance of the dues cannot be overemphasized because of the dues we are paying regularly, is why we're able to achieve what we've been able to achieve based on all the secretary just listed earlier on. During the tenure, we've had what's it called? We've had a better structure of paying our dues, and it was one of the ways now we now do payment now, because since we've had to create a website, and through the website we also got a payment portal that we got registered to, that also enables all alumni to be able to pay their dues. So that way everybody has, through the website, everybody now has a portal where you can easily enjoy the services or benefits of the alumni from anywhere you are in the world. And that way too, also you can also pay your dues too as well. As of today, our yearly due is 4,000 naira per year. And like we always encourage everyone, if you can always pay up from your date of registration till date. Because without these dues, we can't do so much. And we'll thank everybody once again for the support and their continuous presence financially to the moving forward of the association. Thank you so much. I'll drop after the Congress. I'll drop the portal again or the link to as well for us to be able to pay up our dues so as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Treasurer. Thank you for all the sacrifices, the hard work done so far. All right, moving on. I would like to appreciate the Vice President. She just joined us, and we are not going to take your sacrifice for granted. She's still on her way from JABU to her home, and we hope that you get home safely. Thank you so much for all the dedication, all the services that you render to this alumni association. We are really grateful for that. All right, moving on. We're going to be discussing about the um, financial audits. We are supposed to have the treasurer and the auditor take this particular session, but unfortunately, the auditor is not available at this moment. We had an impromptu meeting which was scheduled for this evening as well. But the treasurer will be able to give us insights on how money has been spent, how we've been using all the funds that we have received in the alumni course. So the treasurer, please, you have the floor once again.
Good day, everyone. Once again, sorry. Me and the as of today, me and the what's it called? Me and the auditor are trying to finish up our yearly audit for the year. What we have at the moment is our statement of accounts, all our banks as of today. But I want to apologize to us that we are going to send in a report of all the expense, month in month, the regular expenses of the association for every single month till date by the close of business on Monday morning. Yeah, so that we can have an idea of what the finances of the association is in white and black. So I need to apologize for that. So it's nearly ready, but it's nearly tidied up and finished up completely. So I'll be dropping that in their session. So let's look back at the message, the report, the financial report in the group on Monday before close of business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Treasurer. All right, moving on. I would like to first and foremost appreciate the work that has been done so far by the Electoral Committee. Also, we have the chairman of the Electoral Committee in our midst this evening, in person of Mr. Revelation, is going to be giving us updates on the progress of the electioneering that we are already in, and also what we need to know about the election. Mr. Revelation, kindly unmute your mic and have the floor.
Hello, House. Please, can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for having me. And let me first apologize that I came into the meeting a little bit late. I was actually in transit. I want to first and foremost appreciate the the ESCOs for giving us this opportunity to be useful to the alumni association at large. And we are not taking that for granted. And for their support so far to make sure that we have a smooth election. What we are doing today, this Congress, will go a long way to help us. So far, over time, we've released timeline for the elections. We have been able to talk to one or two people about the election. We've also released the laws binding the electoral processes, and so far, so good. People have shown interest one way or the other, either verbally, through discussions, and some other way. Like so, we are looking forward. We want to, after the, our Congress, we want to seek
Yes.
for an extension. We need to extend the date. Either they will give us 2 weeks maximum, or whatever it is in their own wisdom, so that we can accommodate more and more people in the electoral. But so good. We have now not actively involved in terms of putting down. They are not actively. They are just verbally showing interest. Vie for this post. To vie for this post. I want to vie for this post. So that is what we have presently, and that is what we've been able to achieve so far. Like I said when I started this statement, this Congress will go a long way to help us to have more people in the electoral process, that people will be able to get the report, see transparency of the present effort, and see that nothing is hidden, that this allocation is all inclusive, and that we don't have anybody that cannot be anything in the association. So thank you. That's the information.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I believe, please, can you mute your mic if you're not having the floor? Please kindly mute your mic. If you have any question, we're going to get to the question session where we are all going to have the floor. But if you are not speaking at the moment, kindly mute your mic. Thank you. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I believe, yes, you can always send your reports to the executive, and they see how the progress is, and also discuss on granting the extension. It's all for the benefit of the association, I believe. Thank you so much, and well done for all good work done so far. All right, so while the president was giving a speech, he made mention of the Compass AI that we've been able to secure. And he mentioned how the platform is going to be just a career platform to help every one of us develop ourselves career-wise. And I'm going to be calling on the legal advisor who is going to be giving us an insight on how this is going to work out for each and every one of us. And she's played a major role in making sure this comes to life. And I'm going to give her the kudos for all that she has done in making sure we have this as of today. Thank you so much, Mrs. Glory. Please, you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. The Compass AI team reached out to us, I think, earlier this year to talk about an upskilling program. So essentially what they are bringing is a learning aggregator tool where an AI would ask you questions based on your education, your experience, what it is you hope to achieve in future, your personality types, and it will advise you on the appropriate digital upskilling you need. If it's data analysis, if it's cybersecurity, whatever it is that it feels that you align with after asking you all those questions, it would advise you on the proper track to take. And this tool has sources from a very wide database. It breaks down the explanation. You have like a dedicated tutor to you, AI tutor that breaks down everything you are learning into basic understanding. And there's a certificate for this program. What the team also said, the team from Compass AI said, is that they would have get-togethers periodically for people to exchange ideas. There will be an alumni also, and there will be a sort of job board that they would introduce alumni members to. And they already sent us the billing for the program, the pro plan, the premium plan. And currently we have members of the executive and other members of the alumni that are test running the program so that they will be able to give reviews on the program and see if there is any need for adjustment before this is rolled out to the alumni members. In a few weeks, we would be done with this program and we would be able to present it before the alumni members. Plus, it comes at a discounted rate to JABU alumni members. And that's where we are at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, legal advisor, and thank you for this initiative. Thank you for all the dedication you've put into it. The little I know about it, it's different from known online trainings that we like the likes of the Allison, Dex, Coursera. It's totally different from if this can help you shaping your career in terms of probably you have a doubt of what is the best line. Just few questions, few surveys that you're going to answer. Once you're taking those surveys, the AI is going to help you structure what you should actually go for, which is that, yes, it helps you decide your next line. And it's not just going to stop in you taking the classes or taking the courses. Like she mentioned, there are going to be quarterly reunions and where you can deliberate on ideas and also move forward in terms of your career path. And it's also going to help you get more network. And I believe it's something we can all subscribe for. It's going to help us in terms of development, career development, and also in terms of networking. Thank you so much for that wonderful input. Also, before we move to the next agenda, which is going to be the question and answer, we have the Vice President already joined us, and she's going to be talking to us in a few minutes. Please welcome the Vice President in terms of Missy. in person of Mrs. Hannah Gabriel. Please, you have the floor.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to say thank you so much for joining today. I mean, there's a lot of excitement. Within me, I don't know, the room feels a bit cold. Just
Mrs.
feels a bit cold.
Oluwalodun.
But I mean, I hope that we lighten up a bit, and I hope that everything that every executive member has. Okay, so I said I hope that everything that every executive member has spoken about today, we are able to digest it, and we are happy to answer your questions. But I wanted to quickly mention that also, as a part of new initiatives that we are coming up with, we are also in process of launching the median edition of the newsletter bulletin that would usually come out. So if you're attending this congress today, you're among the first people who actually have access to this information. So let's call it a classified information. So I want us to also know that everything we are talking about here today, you would have a copy. You would have it. So do not fear that you forget, or what are these people saying. Everything we're talking about today will be written for the records. So you actually have a copy with you as well. So I want you to have in mind that all what we are doing is actively thinking association. So let me not take any more of your time. While we wait for evidences, and thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And thank you as well. Hope you get home safely, because I know you're still in transit. All right, so we've come to the part at which we are going to have the floor. Please, if you have any question, I would like you to use the virtual hand. Just raise your hand and you'll be called upon. We have 20 minutes to this session. So if you have any question, kindly raise your hand and you'll be called upon. And if you know you don't want to speak, you can always type in your question on the chat group, which we will take. If you have any question, please wave your hand. You can use the virtual hand. All right, so while we are waiting for those that will be asking questions, we have the auditor in our midst already. He joined us about a couple of minutes ago. We are glad to have you in our presence. We would also there was a part at which the treasurer already took, but if you have anything you want to say to us, kindly have the floor. While we have those, I'll be asking questions. Get ready for the questions. Auditor, please have the floor.
Okay, thank you so much, our amiable PRO, and thank you to the rest of the members of the Alumni Association for making it, even though the notice is a little bit short. We really appreciate everyone present here today. Again, the motive for having this Congress, again, is to state our commitment towards transparency, and then so that you know that the people that you have elected to serve you are doing so in good faith. And so we humbly encourage you that if you have questions, you can reach out to us, whether on this call or even privately. If you have clarifications that you want, and I'm sure we've shared a lot of information on what we have achieved the last 2 years or thereabouts, as well as details around our association's health and programs that we intend to continue to roll out. So if you have questions, you can reach out. And if you also have clarifications that you want, be rest assured that we are here to serve you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Joshua. Is it that we don't have any question? Okay, while we're still waiting for those that will be asking questions, I also want to let us understand the fact that yes, it is because of you guys that we are where we are today. All the achievement that we read out to us is because of your contribution, and we don't take that for granted. As the auditor rightly said, it's been a transparent administration so far, and how all the penny has been spent, you're all going to actually have that in the reports. And yes, you can always have the avenue to scrutinize that as well. I'm also going to chip this in the event of the year, like the president, the general secretary rightly said, the Lagos chapter already had two reunions in the event of the year, and it's been an amazing period for the Lagos chapter because I believe they've been struggling with that for time past now, and they were able to actually actualize two in a year, which is amazing. Looking back, we've always have the Abuja chapter always coming top in terms of reunion, and I believe that it's going to be an amazing period as well in the Abuja chapter because I believe there's a plan ahead in terms of having to do to have their reunion as well this year. So while we are going to still proceed, we're also going to be having the alumni chapters have a say in this Congress. And at the same time, we will still be waiting for your questions. So in person of Mr. Revelation, who happens to be the chairman of the electoral committee, he also happens to be a chapter leader. And I'm also going to be giving him the floor as well to have anything to say regarding his chapter. Mr. Revelation, you have the floor once again.
Well, thank you very much, sir. And all have been said. Like I actually mentioned the other time, our Congress is a very good timing, and it's going to help us to be able to achieve what we want to achieve. So what I think is more important is that those document that we talked about in the Congress today, three documents now. The speech from the president, then the general secretary's speech, very, very detailed, and he highlighted all that the ESCOs have been doing on behalf of the Alumni Association for the past 1 year, 10 months, and more especially what the finance team, so to say, promised to deliver on Monday. All those documents should be made available to the larger house so that we can have them and everybody can just know that this is where we are and everybody can move together as a team. That is just my word. And I think we are on the right track. I see that this association have the potential. We have people. We have all that it takes to be a global giant. And by God's grace, we are going to get there. It's gradually. And I believe in what the ESCOs are doing. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman Square. Also, I have the chairman of the leader of the Lagos chapter in our midst as well, in person of Mr. Adewale Akinyemi. Please, you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. I stand on all existing protocol, and I just want to use this moment to appreciate the Central ESCO of the alumni, and say a very big thank you to you guys for what you're doing for us in general. We know, let me say, I know that it's not an easy task, and I believe that all our efforts will not be in vain by God's grace. And also to appreciate some of us on this call that we are from the Lagos chapter. I want to say a very big thank you for our support over time. Basically, in the last few months, that this chapter was basically set up properly. I know that in the nearest future, we would have or will stand firm better than what we have currently, and then we'll get it right at the right time. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the great works you've been doing. We really appreciate that. All right, so whilst if you have any question, like I said, you can always wave your hand or you can send it in the chat. Also, I'm also going to give us this hint about what the North America chapter has been doing. I opportunity to be in one of their meetings, and there's a project at which they will be commencing very shortly, and it's not just going to be for residents of the North Americans alone, but the alumni community at large. And this is going to be in respect to those that will be moving in and out or moving in and out of a province. For example, if we have alumni in Ontario, in Canada, and the alumnus is moving from Ontario to a different province and needs help in terms of getting settled in the province of which they are moving to, we're having a project where they can easily contact the alumni body and we'll help them ease their settling in that particular province. So it means that, yes, in terms of having them sourcing for accommodation, helping doing airport pickup, transportation, and what have you, the alumni body is going to be available to help them ease that movement. When I mean help them ease that movement, it's not like with the alumni body will be helping them financially, because based on what was given to us, the information we gathered, we're able to know that it's been difficult for people that are going to a new place to settle down in that particular place. So we have alumni that are well grounded. We have people that have been in that particular location for a very longer period, and they can also help in terms of giving them guidelines of what to do and what kind of things they should go into. And this is also going to be extended to alumnus nationwide in terms of those that are planning on relocating from Nigeria to North America. I think it's going to be starting with Canada first. Those that will be traveling from Nigeria to Canada, the alumni body is taking it upon themselves to give them a free settling. It's not a free settling this time around, ease their settling, because we've had cases of people that are they went to Canada and they were there for 6 months and don't know what next to do. They don't have the right information and all that kind of thing to ease their settling. So the alumni body, the North American chapter, came up with this project to help people of the association coming from Nigeria to Canada in helping them to settle down. This means that if you have anyone that will be traveling to Canada, and it's going to be part of what we're going to be having on the alumni website. So it means that, yes, for anyone to benefit from this particular project must be a registered member of the Alumni Association, and is going to be on the alumni website. So everything that you need is going to be alumni on the website, and the contact person as well you're going to have a chat with the contact person in the home country where you're going to. Basically, it is only for North American chapter at the moment. So the event, or what is going to be part of this, is just to mobilize people leaving Nigeria, going to Canada. If you're going to let's say you're going to Ontario, before you actually leave, the alumni is supposed to know weeks or months before your departure from Nigeria, so they can also help you source for accommodation, because based on what we gather as well, we were told that accommodation is actually a thing. It takes a longer period. In fact, we gather a case of someone that has been house hunting for like 3 months, and the person is yet to get an accommodation, not because he doesn't have the money, but because there are some basic requirements that you need before the landlord can actually give his or her house to you. So those things are things that the North American chapter are trying to make sure that, yes, we help people to solve. So the North American chapter will be willing to help you source for accommodation, So while you're coming, you already have your accommodation sorted out. Airport pickup as well. They're going to be helping with airport pickup. They'll pick you up at the airport, so you don't have any cost to be stranded, because there are a lot of things that people get to the airport that they're bearing, they don't know where to go to and what have you. So airport pickup is going to be inclusive, and every necessary things that you have to do in order to make sure that you have a smooth transition in Canada, basically, is going to be, you're going to have that facility from the Alumni Association. So this is also in the pipeline. The chapter is working on how to get every modalities of this in place, so that we have a smooth transition for every one of us, and it doesn't affect everyone's everyone's time. So it's going to be a very detailed planning. We're going to need the cooperation of those that are going to be using this particular structure as well, because yes, every detail needs to be given for those that are the back end that will be receiving such individuals, to also plan their time and make sure that yes, everything is going to work in line. So based on the information I gathered, I was told they have 10 provinces in Canada. Well, as it stands now, we've only had structures in Ontario, in Manitoba, and Nova Scotia. And yeah, we can always extend to other provinces. I think we can always extend to BC and the likes. And where we don't have people, we are also going to make sure that yes, the person does not feel stranded in those locations. So this is what we have in pipeline, and I believe that in due time you're going to have the full projects launched on the website of the Alumni Association. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming, for being part of this project today. And also, I just got a confirmation as well that the UK chapter is also doing the same thing, and that will also be communicated to us as well. So we don't have any question, or yeah, we don't have any question in the chat box. We don't have anyone raising his or her hand for any question. So if you permit us to also call on our past presidents, our former president in person of Mr. Temitope Daramola, is being a supportive pillar to this Alumni Association. He's gonna just give us word of encouragement, and also, encourage us on how to, move the Alumni Association forward. So, Mr. Tope, you have the floor. Thank you.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Please, am I audible enough?
Yes.
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for the honor of calling me up to speak. I was intending to hide before, but okay. First of all, I think I'd like to thank the executive members for how far they've gone in the last 1 year, 10 months that they've been in office. I think this very week last year, we were all together during the convocation at JABU. And one of the things that that was very, very important for me to see was the fact that though we saw a lot of communication on the WhatsApp group pages, on social media and the likes, it was impressive to see that these things were really translating to engagement within the university community. It was glad to hear the comments, the feedback from lecturers, from members of the Senate, the registrar, the vice chancellor that we met. Very, very impressive. And I feel that was very good. I also recall the conversations we had with members of the governing council, the pro-chancellor, and it just showed to the extent that the executive committee that we have in place, the extent to which they've worked hard. And I think we all really need to give them the kudos for what they've done so far. we need to give them their flowers for what they've done, and we appreciate it. And I also believe that saying this now, I think it's important that we now look forward and look ahead. We can see now that it is possible with all of the things that are happening, the information that we are getting, the updates and all. It means that we need everybody to work together to ensure that this alumni becomes greater than this. It is possible. It has been tried and tested already. So let's just, my own encouragement will just be to everybody, not just the executives, even to those that will be coming in the next election that we're planning to have. Let's just make sure that whatever it is, that JABU it's at the forefront of everything for us. Ensuring that the name of JABU is always kept flying high. Let's ensure that that is always priority to us. And I know that the way God has been helping us so far, He will continue to as long as we are also committed to that. So thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for the opportunity to also work in some capacity with you. To the Vice President also, Anna, thank you very much. Dami, members of the executive committee, really appreciate you guys for all that you have done so far. And God bless you all. And God bless JABU. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the word of encouragement. We really appreciate that, and we appreciate your support as well. At all times, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir. Also, during the course of this Congress, the president mentioned that how we've been also been able to, support individuals in businesses. And that being said, we also have one of us mention those that we've partnered with and which one of them happens to be Cash on Rails. And I'm going to also be inviting the CEO of Cash on Rails to have a word for us, a person of Mr. Olufumi. Please have the floor.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak, even though it was kind of impromptu. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. Of course, I want to say kudos to the members of the I want to say kudos to the president and his team, right? The vice president and everybody under his council. Of course, we've been able to work together in recent times, and of course, there are other things, a lot of things that we're planning to do together, right? And one of the things that we've actually done in recent times is to ensure to actually see how we can facilitate like a smoother and better way of payment and collections across the school and in other areas, right? Where basically we just want a situation whereby like payment processing with the alumni and as well as the school is basically seamless, right? Like a seamless way of people making payment rather than traditional means and what existed prior to now, right? We had like a we kicked off with the alumni in itself, right? So you will notice today when you're trying to make payments to the alumni, whatever payment that you're doing actually goes through the payment infrastructure that was built by Cash on Rails, right? Of course, that's just like I said, that's just like the beta phase, right? And what we've been able to do is also go deeper into the school in itself, right? Rather than the conventional and the traditional way that people make payments to the school today, right? We're basically deploying our payment infrastructure rails into the school, right? We've been able to close like all the necessary agreements with the school. Of course, this was with the help of the alumni president, right? So we're also looking at other things like basically to deepen the relationship with this with the school as well as the alumni. Conversations are currently ongoing to see what we can also do. I'm not sure because I kind of joined the meeting a bit late, so I'm not sure if this was mentioned as part of the achievement of what this administration has been able to do, right? We're also looking at how we could partner with the alumni in such a way that we're also giving student loans, right, to students, because I remember while I was in school, there was a lot of challenges around with students around payment of school fees. And of course, when you're not able to pay, right, you're not maybe allowed to access the school premises or maybe even write exams and all those other issues that will arise from the struggle to pay. So one of the things that my organization is doing is to see how we could give like short-term loans, right, with little or no interest, right, to the students and ensure that, right, people remain in school and people stay in school. Right? Basically, it's just a way of working with the alumni, basically, to give back to the school that actually bettered people like myself, right, and of course some other colleagues, because of course in Cash on Rails today we have other alumni members that work in Cash on Rails today, right? So it's basically we just coming together as well and seeing how we could give back to the school that actually bettered us and of course groomed us as individuals. Yeah, but like I said, conversations will still see how like other innovative solutions and whatever we can do, right, to support the alumni in general and to also support the school. Whatever we think that we can do that is within our capacity based on the influence that we have and the type of resources that we have of control today, we're sure that we'll be able to harness that. And of course, we'll be able to harness it and see how we can put it into use and support the alumni as well as support the school in general, right? Yeah, so thank you so much again for the opportunity to speak. Thank you to the president, thank you to his team and the administration in general, and thank you to everybody that also has taken our time to join this Congress meeting. God bless JABU and God bless everybody as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. All right, so we are also going to be putting on Dr. Sheon Ojekemi. He has been a backbone of the alumni session as well. And as well, he also, if you notice, during the convocation, we delivered what's it called? The best graduating student in physics department. So this person, the person of Dr. Sheon Ojekemi, sponsored the award of 200,000 to be given to the best graduate student of the Department of Physics. We're also going to be calling on him to give an encouragement speech for every one of us. Dr. Ojekemi, you have the floor.
Good evening from here. Thank you for this. I don't know I'm going to be called, but I just want to appreciate every one of us for what we've been doing, because I believe every one of us have been doing our part in different ways, in different locations, and though we might not see it, though it might not manifest yet, but it doesn't mean that we've not been trying our best. And then we have been trying to put the university in the phase that needed to be. Just for us to be trying our best, putting on our efforts, it brought back that it came from a university. So which means that you've been an ambassador of Joseph Abariba University. And I want to appreciate the executive as well for what they've been doing. Because I think this year I traveled down to Nigeria and I met with the president. When I called him, I said we need to go to the university, and then he tried to clear all the schedule. We spent like two nights in the university. We spoke with the VC, and then what I make them to understand that they need to call most of us back, because every one of us are doing well. Every one of us, but some of us are still having some grudges that the university did for us, and I make them understand. For example, people like me, what I faced when I was in my university with the lecturer, Professor Dr. Olabi, and I explained to the uh, the VC, and they said they quite understand. And people like that, the one that we don't know, and I believe the university need to call some of us back so that we can give back to the university. I just want to encourage us that whatsoever pain, whatsoever things that might happen during our university days, it happens. It means to happen. But that does not stop us
from who we are going to become. If somebody told me today that I'm going to be a professor, I'm going to argue that. And I came out with a talk class with the work of Dr. Olabi. So, but I just want to encourage us that, like what the brother that just spoke now, he said you want to give back to the university through loan and all, which I really appreciate. So I'm just encouraging us that we should look back to the university. That is where we came from. And then we are holding that certificate. Whatever we become today, that certificate is what has make us to be there. So I just want to encourage us that we should watch back, and then we should be able to see what we can give back to the university. And then so that they can know that, oh, some people have passed through here and all. And I want to appreciate the executive. You guys should continue doing what you are doing, pushing, try to see the way you can bring people back. Some people are having grudges, some people are grief, and I believe with what you've been doing, like I've been with the president, he's trying his best. Even in the university when we were there, we were moving around in the university, telling them things that they need to fix. And then most of our people that are out there, but they are not looking back. So I just want to encourage us that we should just look back, and then let's serve our university whatsoever we think we can do. And I believe with God, all things are possible. And then we should know that even in whatsoever we want to become in life, we still need to flash back to where you are coming from. And that's our university. I appreciate every one of us for giving me this opportunity. I do not take it for granted. Thank you, and God bless you.
And thank you so much, Dr. Chair. Also, we're calling on immediate past PRO in terms of Mr. Oyedele Olasoni. Mr. Oyedele Olasoni, please, you have the floor. Mr. Oyedele, you have the floor. All right, so I think he's not available at the moment. Oh yeah, send me a message. All right then. We want to thank you guys for everything. We want to thank you for your time. We will really want to appreciate you for all the effort, all your contribution. And we pray that, yes, God is also going to mind your business for you in every of your career decision. God is going to take part in your decision making. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are going to be having a vote of thanks, and this time around, it's not going to be done by any of the executive member. It's going to be done by any of us that is actually available to give us a vote of thanks from the audience. So, vote of thanks. If you want to actually have this, please unmute your mic and have the floor. It is our association. It belongs to every one of us. So yes, this is the floor for any one of us on the floor to give us a vote of thanks. Okay, if I'm not getting anyone, then I'm going to just speak. I'll be calling on no other person because I think most of the people that spoke in this meeting today are largely men. So I'll be calling on a lady. I'm still looking for the name. I'm looking for a lady to be called upon. All right, so I'll be calling on Mrs. Oluwalone. Mrs. Oluwalone, please kindly give us a vote of thanks. She just left. All right then. So all right. So if we don't have anyone that's going to give us a vote of thanks, I'll also be pushing it to someone else. Now I'll actually call on the vice president. I'll call on the
Okay.
Vice President to give us the vote of thanks. Thank you. Please, you have the floor.
All right. Thank you so much. I mean, it's been an amazing 1 hour, 32 minutes of us speaking together. And I hope that we can do a lot more like this. But I mean, maybe not because we have just a few weeks to go. But I hope that we can connect more through the bulletin. We hope that when we start to make openings for advert, for other initiatives on the bulletin, that we hope that we'll get responses, and we are happy to get your suggestions on how we can make things better. We are happy and open to any initiative that you might have that you think would work. We're happy to start up campaigns. Okay, I'm just going to talk about campaigns a lot. So we're happy to jump on campaigns that you think would be helpful for the association. And we're really happy that everybody has one mind, which is let us put our association out there. There are a lot more people that need to know what is going on, and we can only do that if we come together in our small circles first before now trying to expand. So I would use this medium to appreciate and urge us to be a part of our small circles, be a part of your chapter, see how best you can be a support, volunteer when needed, and yeah, just try to have as much fun as we can. So I'm hoping that we have an amazing week ahead. We have an amazing celebration as well, and we look forward to all data information that will be shared from the ESCO members to the general public. Thank you so much once again for joining us, and we hope to hear from you in the nearest future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Vice President. Thank you so much, everyone. Before we exit the meeting, I would also like us to kindly turn on our cameras, unmute our mics, and say hi to everyone. Please feel free to unmute and turn on your camera. Feel free, please. Unmute, turn on your camera, say hi to everyone. Hold on, please. Please, President, kindly focus on the road. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. We needed to arrive to your destination.
All right, everyone.
Have a wonderful night rest. Thank you for joining. Remember, we are all the face of the Alumni Association. The alumni, the growth of the association starts with every one of us. Please, let's be diligent about it. Thank you once again, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.
Dim